Alright everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel. And today I'll be doing a follow-up review on the Motorola Moto G Play 2023. Now, this is a very entry-level budget Android smartphone. Like I said in my unboxing, you can get this phone for around $149.99 if you buy it unlocked. You can get it on prepaid carriers for much less. And sometimes even unlocked, you can get it on sale for like $109, $119, something like that. And I will get into pricing and what my thoughts on that here a little bit later on. Now, I do apologize. There will be no camera footage, no sample footage, nothing like that here in this video. I really haven't done camera tests in quite some time, so I do apologize for that. Now, the first thing that I want to say about this phone here in this review, now I will be doing some speed tests, or some Geekbench tests. I will be playing some games, showing you that and everything here in this video. So that's what this video here is mainly about, giving you my thoughts, showing you how the phone operates and works, okay? So the first thing though is I really like the design, and it looks good. You know, I like the camera arrangement back here. It looks pretty good and all. I like that the fingerprint scanner is back here in this little Moto dimple. I do like that. You know, it's just a very easy way to open up your phone. You know, I mean, and it opens pretty quick. I mean, the fingerprint scanner does actually work pretty quick, and it's very, very accurate and pretty easy to find. There is a bit of a dip, as you can see right there, between the fingerprint scanner and the body of the phone. So really nice stuff there. The display, you know, being 720p, does not look bad. You know, if you look at it head on, it does not look bad. Of course it does. You know, viewing angles, I mean, what do you really expect? You know what I'm saying? But it's not bad. Now, I will say that I have a few apps downloaded. You know, apps that I use, you know, on occasion, some gaming apps, stuff like that. And the storage in this phone, and I will get into this also, but I currently only have 7 gigabytes free. You know, that's because they only gave this phone 32 gigabytes of internal storage, which is sad in 2023. You have an SD card slot where you can, you know, if you take pictures and videos, you should be able to save that to your SD card and all like that. But in just the apps that I've downloaded, 24 gigabytes has already been used. And, you know, I don't have like, probably just like a quarter of the apps that I normally downloaded on this phone. That's bad, you know. And you pair that with the processor that is the MediaTek Helio G37, it just makes it perform even worse, okay? The G37, in my personal opinion, should be extinct. It should not be allowed in phones because it's a very weak, very underpowered processor. And this phone only has 3 gigabytes of RAM. So when you look at all of that, you can experience a lot of choppiness, a lot of I've had a ton of crashes while opening apps on this phone so far. You know, once you do open the phone and it's actually been on for a little bit, you know, it does seem to scroll like through here. In my unboxing, since it's very, very choppy, it has smoothed out some, so not quite as bad. But you will definitely see it, you know, if you go into like Twitter here and you want to scroll through here. Yeah, I mean, you can, it does work, and everybody don't scroll quickly and fastly, but even slow scrolling, I mean, it's 90 hertz refresh rate display, but it just does not look good, and it just looks very choppy. It's just choppy. And even opening up apps like YouTube can take a while sometimes. It just seems to be slow. It does seem to just kind of, you know, lag up here, whatever, and it just, yeah, you can just see it here. It's just not a smooth experience, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and open up a game here. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead right now and show you the Geekbench score that I got. So here it is. Now, I did run this test on Geekbench 5 because this phone does not support Geekbench 6, if that tells you anything. But you can see the single core score there is 160, multi-core of 576. So yeah, very, very weak scores there. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and open up Asphalt 9. Now, I know it's not like that I'm going in really hard on this phone here, and how it performs and everything, but in my opinion, you know, phones should not be spec'd this low nowadays, you know, especially when there's other phones out there around the same price point that are unlocked that just seem to really outperform this phone. But we're gonna let this here start up, and yeah, we'll check this out later. So let's go ahead and play. Now, I did have this game crash on me once already. We'll go ahead and just play what's already on here and everything. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and play anyway. And let's see. Let's just pick a car. Let's pick this little. Let's pick this one here. Alright. Now, the graphics is whatever default, okay? So, I haven't changed any kind of graphics, nothing like that. It's not set to the highest graphics, so nothing. It's just set at default. I'll play this, and I'll also play Call of Duty, and that also crashed as well. But it does play, I think, which I haven't really gotten to a real match yet. But I'm just talking while this is loading up, so you can see that it takes quite a while here. So, let's see how this here actually does. Oh, I know how to use this stuff already. My goodness. So the phone's actually surprising me right now, because honestly, this game was actually freezing up really bad when I was running it earlier. But as you see right now, I mean, like I say, I mean, some of these games, sometimes it'll surprise you. I mean, you see right there, it ran the game fine at the very beginning. It had a few little drop frames here and there, but I would say, yeah, I mean, that time, actually, it did run smoothly, which is kind of surprising. So, let's go into Call of Duty. I know this is going to start up and all. This will take a while, so, yeah, I'll come back whenever it's ready to go. Okay, so now we're going to get into Call of Duty here for just a moment here. Now, Call of Duty runs pretty good on a lot of things. Okay, kind of lost. Probably didn't do anything, but I don't play this very, very much, so just kind of excuse me if my play ain't so good. Ooh, it was lagging up there a little bit. So yeah, as you can see, it plays okay. Okay, so let's check out some video quality. Now, this is a 4K scenery video. This is a 720p display. I did upscale it to 1080p. And so yeah, let's just see how it looks here. It's already set to full 1080. And the display looks pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say it was the best I'd ever seen on a phone, but just for your casual YouTube viewing, I think it looks really good. Now, I was going to do a sound test with this video here, but there's not much good sound in this video here. It's not really a good place to, I may pull up a different video to let's hear some sound quality, but As you can see, that I mean, the video does look good. It is crisp, it is clear, and you know, for 720p, it's definitely not bad. Okay, so now on to the sound test. I have a no copyright sounds here pulled up. Now, this phone has a bottom firing speaker only, and it does get pretty loud. Now, as long as you're not covering it up with your hands when you're holding the phone, whatever. In certain situations, it can be louder, it can be softer, depending on what you're listening to. But right now, the volume is cranked to 100%. So, headphone warning: if you are wearing headphones, it may be a little bit loud when I push the play button. Just letting y'all know that. But yeah, let's go ahead and just see how this thing sounds. All right, so like I say, I mean, I keep saying the bass, but the sound does sound pretty good here on this phone. But you know, I guess you can say it has its pros, it has its cons. Okay, would I personally recommend this phone? I would say no. I have to give it a hard no on this phone. For a few reasons. The price being $150 retail price if you buy it unlocked. There are phones out there for like $20 more, $30 more that would put this phone to shame. Okay. Yes, it did surprise me today. There was no crashes. The games actually ran smooth today. Because they have been running very choppy, and today they did seem to smooth out, which is a good thing, you know. But the phone is just slow. Overall, it is just slow. It's painful to navigate around. You know, if you need to get from here to there, it's about a 5 or 10 second wait sometimes. I mean, there is no RAM management, okay? If you got one app and you open up another app, it's going to close the other one. I mean, the 3 gigabytes of RAM is just nowhere near enough anymore with the apps we have today. And I would say that if you just simply want a phone as a secondary backup, you don't care if it gets smashed into a million pieces. You know, if you want to give this to a kid, which they probably end up throwing it, but if you did, you know, this will probably be a good option. If, like I said, if you want a work phone and you got an expensive phone at home, but you want something just carry around with you, and if it gets damaged or cracked, you ain't gonna feel too bad about it. But at $150, it's still, I mean, $150 is not cheap. You know what I'm saying? To a lot of people nowadays, $150 is still quite a bit of money. So it's hard to even say that. But I would say overall, pass on this one. I definitely cannot give this a go at all. Just a lackluster performance, you know, alone is enough. And I just gotta say no to this phone. You probably can get it free at a lot of prepaid carriers, or at least like 10, 20 bucks. In my opinion, they ought to pay you to take the phone off their hands. It's just my personal opinion. If you want it real, that's real. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. It's not bad. It ain't the worst phone I've ever used. Believe me, I have used worse. But in 2023, we should not be seeing the specs. We should not be seeing the choppiness. We should not be seeing the problems that I have encountered using this phone, just using it, you know, off camera, that I have experience with it. I mean, just the slightest thing will make this phone crash. And it's very, very annoying. So I apologize this video was so long, but I wanted to get everything out there because I think you should know, you know, these are just my personal opinions, okay? You know, if you want to try this phone out for yourself, I mean, the best way to find out if you like a phone is just to buy it yourself and try it out. Because I can give you my opinion all day long, but that's just what it is, my opinion. Even though I am using the phone and I am testing it out, you know, it's just my experience with the phone is not very good. I do not recommend it, but the best way to figure out if it's going to satisfy your needs or not is just to buy it yourself. Keep the receipt. check out the return policy and go from there. So if you like it, you like it. Hey, it's all good, right? If you don't, take it back where you got it. So that's all I want to say about this. Self-informative anyway. Hit the like button. Any questions you may have, leave it below. If you're new around here and not a subscriber, please consider subscribing and turning on that post notification bell to receive all videos when I upload new ones like this and others. That'd be very well appreciated. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.